Here we go again. Yeah, these Steam Deck fans are getting too spoiled. Too spoiled. Hello, people. Another beautiful day or night. Yep. Hope your five senses work, health and strength is good. What? What's up, Steam Deck fans? Steam Deck Tribe, Steam Deck Nation, Steam Deck Universe, Steam Deck World, Steam Deck Legion. What's good? Steam Deck Mob, what's happening? And the Steam Deck Squad, what's up? So let me get this straight. Another performance improvement. Listen to this. Steam Deck software developer announced performance improvement with Steam OS 3.5. Yeah. And the Steam Deck fans is just relishing in these moments, man. with all the updates you guys been getting. Listen to this. Found this little article here over on Game Rant. It says here, Steam Deck software development announced performance improvement with Steam OS 3.5. A Valve coder promises a new set of Steam Deck performance improvement coming as a part of the Steam OS 3.5 updates, thanks to SMT tweaks. Says Steam Deck users may receive another batch of performance improvement with Steam OS. We could not find a game the Steam Deck couldn't run. Steam Deck fans. Anyway, Steam Deck user may receive another batch of performance improvement with Steam OS 3.5, according to a Valve coder featuring a custom set of AMD provided hardware. Valve handheld gaming PC has already been getting better and better as time goes on. This is bound to continue for the foreseeable future. It seems. It would seem. It says, as many AMD users may already know, the hardware manufacturer CPU leverage SMT, simultaneous multi-threading, to improve their performance and efficiency. But the feature doesn't perform all that great across the board, with some games doing way better with its turned off. Valve Steam Deck may take this into account in the near future, according to authoritative sources. It says here, now that the Steam Deck has over 7,000 compatible games, it's been made obvious that a not insignificant number of them aren't performing as well as they probably could. One of the potential problems is in regard with SMT itself, but Valve software developer Pierre-Loup Griffius has now confirmed that the company is looking at ways to alleviate the problem. According to Griffius, Steam OS 3.5 will be able to turn SMT off or on, depending on whether the given game performance better with it enabled or disabled, which may lead to significant performance increase in select cases. Yeah, the Steam Deck is just a great machine. Put it like that. Just plain and simple. Anyway, it says here, given that Valve is banking heavily on its Linux-based gaming system, it's not too strange to see that the company is very hands-on with such improvements. Earlier this year, Valve fixed Ubisoft games not working on the Steam Deck, which means that the team working on the device software is both keeping its ear to the ground and capable of pulling off some impressive feats without input from publishers and developers. Says here, of course, Valve does have its sights set rather high. On top of all the big improvements the company made to gaming on Linux, it's also looking to bring the operating system up to par with Windows in other respects. For example, Valve is developing HDR for Linux right now, and considering how unreliable the feature is on Windows, it's entirely feasible that Steam OS may end up beating it in this respect. Not unless Microsoft got something to say about it. Says here, not everything is milk and honey. However, those who have been using the Steam Deck for a while may remember that Valve made a serious blunder late in 2022. Specifically, an untested Steam Deck update changed the SD card path out of the blue, breaking applications and emulator setups for a wide variety of users. Though the change was reverted the next day, the plan is still to re-implement it later on in order to maintain format parity with others, more widespread Linux distribution. And that is that. So, yep, Valve is on the move as usual. Trying to make some changes, improvements with the Steam Deck and with the Linux operating system. So, all they can do is stay consistent in this business, and keep moving. For his HDR, that's a good move. But HDR with Windows now, don't fall asleep for 1 second thinking that Microsoft is not addressing that issue. Okay, they will be addressing that issue. So Windows users probably look for an update with HDR as time goes on. So Valve, on the other hand, all they can do is stay consistent with what they do with the Steam Deck, as far as like improving all aspects of it, and try to find out all the weaknesses of it, and provide updates to improve the performance. That's all they can do, and stay consistent. And that's it. But other than that, man, the Steam Deck is doing its thing. It's getting its games, getting its updates. It got 7,000 games now, so and counting. So yeah, just another day in the Steam Deck universe, man. This video game market is very competitive, so you have to stay consistent with it. Consistency in the name of the game. You can't fall asleep behind the wheel when it comes to this tech stuff. No, you gotta stay consistent and keep moving. You can't keep looking backwards. You can't keep going backwards. You gotta keep going forward. So that's how you maintain your competitive edge in the video game industry. This consistency. And Valve is doing just that. Microsoft, they're a big corporation. Don't get it twisted. They're a big corporation, and they're making moves. They're dealing with the Activision Blizzard court case, but they're still making moves with the Xbox. So you have to stay consistent in this business. You have to address people's needs and wants in this video game business. You can't shortchange your user base. You can't make excuses. You can't you can't be talking about sales numbers all the time. You got to work on that infrastructure day in and day out, and that's what they're doing here. So yeah, consistency is the name of the game, and you have to be on it, and go on from there. They built a powerful handheld, powerful gaming PC, but it's in handheld form, and gave it to the gaming world. But now you got to put some work behind it. Making the product is one thing, but but now you got to put some work behind it, making sure that the infrastructure is solid, and that's what it takes. So Valve got the message now. They can't go back. They can't go backwards to the Steam machine or nothing. They just got to keep moving forward. The Steam Deck pulled them out the hole that they were in. You know, brought them success, brought them some life. Now it's time to go forward, you know. Yeah. And excuse me. Just keep pushing, you know. Consistency in the name of the game. Yes, you got to have a powerful console in this game. You got to have a powerful console to run these games, because video games are so demanding. But whenever you come out with something, you got to put work behind it, and that's what they're doing. You know, with all these updates that they're doing, that's why they opened that line of communication, because that was important. You know, because they want to know how people feel about this stuff. What do you like? What do you love about the Steam Deck? What you don't love? What do you want to see improve? That was a good move on their part. So they're working. So yeah, and that's how they got to keep it. They got to keep moving. You know, can't you look back? Can you look behind you? Can you look behind you? Can you look behind you? You know, it's got to keep moving. And by the looks of this article, that's what they're doing. You know, yeah. So we're only what, in the second day? What, second day of the? Not the second day. This is what the 16th day of the month? Yeah. Or the 16th or the 10th? Oh yeah. And they're moving, man. So yeah. That line of communication with the Steam Deck was very important. Really important. You know? You have to communicate with your users, you know. You got to. It can't just be, well, we're gonna make a hardware to store it on the market, and we're gonna sit back and not talk to the users. No, you gotta talk to your users, man. So Valve took care of that, and they're addressing whatever issues the Steam Deck is having, you know, and they're going forward. And so far, so good. Anyway, latest video for y'all to enjoy. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars and Star Trek fan. Board, Dark Side. Go. Peace.